Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSU81 and today I'm going to do some comparison between this Marvel Legends Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen with the SH Figuarts Miles Morales as well as Spider-Gwen, and they are all from Okay, so let's start the comparison by looking into the overall look. I'll compare with the ladies first, of course, Spider-Gwen, and let's take a look. On my left is the one from Marvel Legends and on my right is the one from the SH Figuarts. So let's take a look at the details on the suit. Yeah, as we can see, it's rather identical when it comes to the painting. Very job well done, except there are some differences in this portion here. You can see the SH Figuarts one does have a little bit more of the spider logo here, but the one from Marvel Legend isn't. And you can see up close, wow, okay, the SH Figuarts one does have lots of details on the suit, while the one from the Marvel Legends is just a smooth surface. And we can see of course SH Figuarts will have more details on the shoelaces, but the Marvel Legends one isn't that bad as well. Okay, and let's go for the head. And some of you guys actually says that the eyes on the Marvel Legend is painted rather to the top. Makes it looks rather weird. I think that's still fine, but of course with the SH Figuarts one, you can see even the mask and the hoodie is full of details. It looks a lot more nicer, and the hoodie even have a more natural flows to it. But the one from the Marvel Legends is just rather rigid. You can see on the side look, yeah, the SH Figuarts one actually looks much better, and both of them are rather skinny, so I think that is pretty accurate to the screen. So in overall look, yeah, I do think that the SH Figuarts one just looks a lot better when it comes to it. And next we'll move on to Miles, and from here we can see there are some differences when it comes to the paint. The one from the Marvel Legends does have some blue paints on it, as you can see, and the one on the SH Figuarts is just black and red. But I do some googling of his picture. I think the blue is just the reflections of blue lights that shines on him, so I think this is why they have it on him. It looks rather odd, but it's not very obvious, as you can see. So I do prefer the one from the SH Figuarts, whereby you can see it's all black. And in up close look this time around, the Marvel Legends isn't that bad because it does have the texturing as well on the body, just like the SH Figuarts one also have it, which is pretty good. And let's take a look at the logo. I do think that the Marvel Legends one is slightly smaller. It should be a roundish one like this, which looks much better. And let's take a look at the back. Wow, this is a big difference there. This time around, I do like the one from the Marvel Legends. It does looks very nice with the big spider logo. But the one from the SH Figuarts one just looks a little bit cute. Yeah, other than that, and for the heads, yeah, I do think that they both looks great and they both have the nice texture on it. And let's take a look at the proportion wise. I do think that the SH Figuarts one looks like an alien, because you can see he's rather skinny and the legs and the hands are very long. Well, I know that this is just an animation, so it don't have to be, you know, proportionally accurate, but it does looks like an alien. And for the Marvel Legends, I do think that is yeah, about the same. Actually, you can see the length of the arm is about the same, because this one is having a closed fist hand. If he does have the open hands, I think he looks exactly like this guy here. Well, now that I look closer on it, I do see a little bit of blue on this portion, the same like for the Marvel Legends, but it's not very bluish like this guy here. Yeah, so yeah, I think the SH Figuarts one still looks better, at least to me. And right up next, let's move on to the articulations. I'll start with Miles this time. On my right is the one from SH Figuarts, and on my left is from Marvel Legends. So I'm just going to point out the differences between them. So I'll start with the SH Figuarts. Does have a neck on its own, yeah, a separate neck, so that the head is pretty flexible. But the one from the Marvel Legends doesn't have a separate neck. The neck is all together with the body, so it's not that flexible when it comes to the head. As for the SH Figuarts does have a butterfly joint, whereby the Marvel Legends doesn't. And for the torso articulations, yeah, for the Marvel Legends you can just bend forward and backward, but for the SH Figuarts you can actually swivels around, pretty flexible. Even for the waist you can turn, you can swivels, but the one from the Marvel Legends is just turning side to side. Yeah, other than that, oh yeah, the toe hinges as well. The SH Figuarts does have the hinges on the toe, but the Marvel Legends doesn't. Yeah, other than that, it's almost the same. Double joint elbow, a tight shivers, a double joint knee, and yeah, pretty much the same. So yep, I would say is that of course the SH Figuarts will have a better articulations as compared to the Marvel Legends. Moving on to Gwen, is pretty much the same. She does have a separate neck on her own, but the Marvel Legends one doesn't. Butterfly joint on the SH Figuarts, the Marvel Legends doesn't. And this time around, she does have 2 points of articulation just like Miles, but for the Marvel Legends, it's just 1 point of articulations on the torso, whereby it's very identical to the one from the SH Figuarts. You can see you can shiver, not just bending forward and backward, yep, but on the waist she doesn't have any articulations. Other than that, yeah, pretty much the same. Again, double joint knee, double joint elbow, yeah, and also she doesn't have a toe hinges for the Marvel Legends, but the SH Figuarts one does. Okay, so again, needless to say, the SH Figuarts will win when it comes to the articulations. And next we'll move on to the accessory. I will start with the Marvel Legends since they are more simple. So each one of them actually comes with another pair of interchangeable hands, and each one of them also comes with an unmasked head as well. But for the SH Figuarts, they actually comes with a lot more interchangeable hands. For Miles, it actually comes with another pair of interchangeable lenses for the masked head, 2 different unmasked head of Miles. And for Gwen, it just comes with another interchangeable masked heads, and also a very beautiful unmasked head of Gwen. And both of them also comes with quite a few webbings, and most importantly is they also comes with their own stands. So without a doubt, the SH Figuarts does provide a lot more accessory as compared to the Marvel Legends. But one thing do worth noting though, the SH Figuarts doesn't give any close fist hand for both of them, but the Marvel Legends one they do give for the Miles, and they do give one close fist hands for the Gwen, which is pretty odd as well. And next I'd like to talk about the lightness, since we have the unmasked head right over here. I'll start with Miles. Yeah, you can see on my left is from Marvel Legends, and he does looks like he have a shock of his life. But for one from the SH Figuarts, this looks pretty cool. The skin tone is also kind of different. I think that the Marvel Legends is using slightly darker brown, but I wouldn't say that the Marvel Legends doesn't have any lightness to Miles at all. I think both of them actually looks pretty good. And here it is comparing to the other head from the SH Figuarts, which looks even better because of the smile. And as for Gwen, we can see the one from the SH Figuarts. My goodness, this is like a masterpiece. But I do like the pink on the Marvel Legends. It just looks much better. I'm not sure how pinkish it is on the animations, but the one from the Marvel Legends just looks better, and the Marvel Legends is looking pretty good as well. So this time around, wow, I would say for the lightness of Gwen, yeah, I think both of them is looking pretty good as well. And next, let's talk about the scale for both of them. And as you can see right here, they are both scaling pretty good amongst them. And even with the other brands, I think they looks pretty good. So let's start with Miles, and we can see that, yeah, the SH Figuarts this time around is slightly taller, which is pretty surprising. Yeah, because SH Figuarts is always smaller when it comes to the scale. And as for Gwen, again, yep, is slightly taller than the Marvel Legends as well. This is rather surprising. But nevertheless, since they are all from the animation, it's rather hard to determine whether they are of the right scale or not. I would just say that they scale pretty well among themselves, or even if you want to mix and match, I think they are not too far different. And next I'd like to talk about the material as well as the durability for both of the brands. And of course you guys will have known that the SH Figuarts one is more of an import stuff, so they are very easily being labeled as having a more durable material as well, a better quality material. I would say is that yes and no. In terms of the material being used, of course, I think no doubt that the SH Figuarts one is using better materials. From what I can feel, that everything seems to be very nicely done. But for the Marvel Legends, it's not that bad as well. It's way better than some of other brand stuff. Yeah, they do feel very nice as well. But in terms of the durability, this time around I would say is that the SH Figuarts one does seems pretty scary to me, especially when I try to bend the arms just now. It's just kind of feels stuck, and when I try to, you know, force it back to the straight position, it just have a clicking sound. I was having a heart attack. I thought I broke the arms. Yeah, but so far I have not broken any of the SH Figuarts figure, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I don't think so. So to me they are pretty durable, but figures like this, as you can see, they are so skinny. It's rather hard to tell when I might actually break ones. But when I'm handling the Marvel Legends, I can rest assures that I wouldn't break any of them, because it does feels very durable to me. Somehow I have dropped Miles a few times already and he still looks good, and these two I do not dare to even, you know, have them to stand over the edge. I'm just afraid that they might just, you know, tip over and break something. Yeah, so when it comes to the material, I would say is that yep, the SH Figuarts one does have a better quality, but the Marvel Legends isn't that bad. But when it comes to the durability, it certainly goes to the Marvel Legends, as I feel more comfortable twisting and turning them as compared to the SH Figuarts. It seems more fragile to me. Next, I would like to talk about the posability, and we all know that Spider-Man should be able to do very dynamic poses like swinging, wall crawling, you know, things like that. But I would like to do something different. I'll just take a very natural sitting position, which, you know, sometimes they say the more simpler things is, the harder it is to do. So for the SH Figuarts, you can see they are rather natural. But for the Marvel Legends, I wouldn't say they are bad. They do looks like they are sitting properly, but still there are some restriction as compared to the SH Figuarts, which have a better articulations. So the poses that they can do is a lot more natural as compared to the Marvel Legend. Is slightly more rigid, but they still looks good when you talk about the posability. So of course you want to say which one is the better one, it all goes to the SH Figuarts. And lastly, let's talk about the pricing. You always go back to the money, isn't it? Okay, so for the Marvel Legends, of course we all know that it's always cheaper when comparing to the SH Figuarts, but this time around, because these two are actually from a series, so we have to buy the whole batch of like 6 to 7 figures just to get them. And if you like me, you like to just buy them separately, of course they will cost even more than a regular Marvel Legends price. And as you guys know, Marvel Legends price has been increasing, so if you were to just get separate from the series, it will cost even more. But at the same time, for the SH Figuarts, the price does rise as well, but not as bad as the Marvel Legends, I would say. As compared to last time, it's like you buy one SH Figuarts, you can buy 3 Marvel Legends. It's no longer the case anymore. The gap is being tightened up now because of the increases of the price, and they are also increasing pretty slowly. So this time around, of course, I would say the SH Figuarts is still more expensive, but the Marvel Legends isn't very much cheaper. Okay, so the final verdict for this comparison is, of course, you can see the SH Figuarts one will have more advantages, better accessories, better articulations, better overall looks, better quality. But for the Marvel Legends, is of course it's cheaper. I feel that it's more durable, and their overall look isn't very far off as compared to the SH Figuarts as well. It does looks good. Yes, once again, it all goes back to your budget. Money talks. Yep, so if you are on a budget, of course, I think that this Marvel Legends is pretty worth to get if you want to get the whole series, or even if you just want to hunt down these two. Yeah, you have to pay slightly more, but I think it's still worth it. But if you do have more money for a higher quality stuff and import stuff, yes, I'll definitely recommend you to get these two from the SH Figuarts. So there you have it, guys. I hope that this comparison will actually help you to make up your mind which brand should you go for, and I'll catch you guys again in my next video.